This is Post Neo. That's the name of the company.
Okay.
Okay, next. This is the table of contents. Okay, so PulseCheck Neo is a financial health dashboard designed to make business evaluation fast and intuitive. So, and this company is really accessible to everybody because it is on the internet, and I
All
think
right.
mostly everybody that has a business hopefully has like accessibility to the internet. And this company, this website basically goes through instead of complex spreadsheets. Uh, Hello, did I disconnect?
No, no,
Oh,
I'm listening.
okay. Okay. Instead of going through complex spreadsheets, which can take a lot of time, you can input many of the things onto many of your um, many of the metrics that you use to calculate your business into this website, and it will give you real time numbers and real time inputs to tell you how your business is going and how well you can improve it, basically. Okay. Problem statement. Evaluating a company's financial health is often blocked by complexity barrier, where critical insights are buried in deep, confusing spreadsheets. Like I said, many people don't know and don't have much time to worry about these like lots of spreadsheets, putting in numbers, and they don't have much money either to hire somebody to do that, right? So that's why I created. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. That's why and many this overwhelming data causes many of these businesses to fail, right? Fail in the first few years because they can't calculate what's happening, right? That's like saying you can't keep your progress in your studying, or you can't keep your progress in your taxes or whatever. You know how you get tax agents for in tax season, right? So that's like saying you can't have taxes in tax season because when you do it without a tax agent, it's going to be really stressful because you don't know where your income goes, your income comes from, and what you spend on. And yeah, so what I found is that 82% of small business fail due to poor cash flow management, according to US Bank. And this primary reason is not because of the bad product or but a lack of visibility into cash flow and runway. So this is like a which is a simple metric, like net cash and runway. To directly solve this, we use our calculated AI in the background to help solve all these problems. And 60% faster decision making and visual dashboards found that companies use visual and automated performance dashboards to make critical strategies more than twice as fast as competitors relying on traditional heavy text financial statements. So many people use these graphs or these new automated ways to help them get these financial decisions better, because in business, time is money. And when you have a lot of time, you can have a lot of money. So because okay, and the solution for that, all these problems are PulseCheck Neo. PulseCheck Neo is a solution to this complexity barrier, where it's a centralized automated financial health dashboard that requires zero complex training or financial expertise. By pairing overwhelming financial accounting into 8 core operative inputs like sales, revenue, cash reserves, and customer acquisition expenses, the platform instantly transformed raw numbers into clear, human-friendly metrics and performance indicators. And this standardized ratio and plain English metrics of PulseCheck Neo removes the risk of spreadsheet formula errors and bridges data literacy gap for business leaders, which gives them makers instant viability into their true market value and cash runway. Okay, now let's go to a demonstration. Um,
Yes, we can start with the demonstration.
okay, let me share my screen. Okay,
But
can you?
yeah, I can see your screen. Before we start, I do have some compliments on your presentation. So I like the way you presented, and I like the way you mentioned some business tactics. That the one that the thing that you mentioned, that time is money, and
Yeah.
with time you can have more money. I liked it.
Oh, thank
And
you.
also,
Thank you.
And also, I like the way that you mentioned those real world insights, those numbers, and the research you made before building this course. I like it.
Thank you, thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
we can start with the demonstration.
Okay, so this is PulseCheck Neo. This is the landing page, and this is the first thing the owner sees when, or the business owner sees when they're going into our website. Uh, so and I have some features on how it's built. I added how it's built and the model behind this entire website and some features in it. So it gives the business owner security and confidence that this website is right for them. I also gave them a simple little description of what the company does. So let's get started. So I can have a get started button here. Oh, sorry. I don't know why this is happening.
No, no worries. It happens.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to ask you something, Aaron, that before this, so you had any prior experience of coding or prior experience of dealing with finance?
I've had I took a business class before in my school, so I know a little bit about business and finance. But coding, I don't know much about Python language, but HTML, I know a little bit HTML, like a little bit of that, and I use my knowledge from that and my knowledge from business to help me create this website.
Okay, so and how often you do you use ChatGPT, AI, and Gemini and everything?
ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT almost. Actually, I don't use ChatGPT. I use Claude. Claude is a really better option in my opinion because it's like better. I use Claude almost every day to help me with my studies and help me with my projects for other things. So, and I also use Claude to summarize information, like textbook information, into like small blurts, so I can get a better understanding of the material.
Got it, got it. There's something nice to hear about that you are adapting the upcoming like emerging AIs and everything. I like it.
Thank you. Okay, so this is PulseCheck Neo's login page. So this is where you put your email in and password, like every other standard login page. And when
All
we
right,
log in, we get the name dashboard and the name board and the metric input place. So you can put your name here, and that's what the dashboard will call you. And you can put any number you want in here according to your business and how well your business is doing. So if you have like
okay.
different numbers, you can put different numbers in. But I'm gonna keep it with this right now. Do you say something?
No,
Sorry.
no, nothing. You can
Okay.
continue.
Okay. Thank you. So and one important detail I added to this was I created literal descriptions of what the like vocabulary means on here because many new financial and business owners they might not know like many vocabulary from finance or anything. So I added a little description of what total sales mean and everything else in these metrics. So if someone was to input cost to something let me find something right now. Um Okay, so cost to win one customer. Like imagine you don't know what that is. So this little description tells you that cost to win one customer is what you typically spend on marketing and sales to gain one new customer. Now you learn something new and you can have a better understanding of this website and your business. So let's create my dashboard. This is the dashboard of PulseCheck Neo. So these are all the metrics that you're calculated according to your inputs. This is your business health. I also gave I also gave it color coordination. So if your business is declining or doing bad, these all of these will turn into red. And if the business is not doing pretty good, this will also go into F tier. So right now it's at A tier because the business is doing pretty well. But if it's declining or something like that, the business will business will go into like F. It was like it's like a school system grading system. So A plus, A, B, C, D, and F. So those six calculation systems are going to be implemented if you according to your business health. And these graphs show how your business is doing and the revenue. Oh, why can't I scroll down? Okay. So down here is your cash flow. So basically, your cash flow is inputted into this, and it shows you how much you made over the past month in weeks. So in week one, if you spent like a lot of money, or if you spent like a certain amount of money, it calculates the expenses minus, I mean, the revenue minus the expenses, and gives you your money left over. So that's what it says right here, a little description, this too. And this is also shows what your health score is. So this thing right here, this health grade right here, that is, it reflects what these four metrics right here, that reflects this health score. So if according to these metrics, if if the AI thinks that you're not doing well, it will give you a lower score. Okay. And one thing here is the action items, which is a little thing I added to the dashboard, but it's a separate little thing over here. So we'll get up to that. But I also added an AI, a working optimized AI, to help you with anything you need. Like, how can I improve my cash flow? The AI responds with your cash reserves currently cover about 11.7 months of expenses, which is healthy. You can put some of that to cushion your growth, like marketing and hiring. That's if you don't have a financial advisor like that, you could always ask AI, because AI can do anything in these days. Okay, so next one. So this is our metrics. If your business is upgrading, improving, or declining, you can put metrics into here. So imagine you made uh 500,000 more. So what would that would be 1.7 million. Oh, too many zeros. Oh no. Here. So something. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, so 1.7 million here, and it would re-upgrade the dashboard according to that. So the numbers have changed a lot, and these metrics, you can change them according to how well your business is doing. And my favorite out of this entire dashboard, or this entire website, is the sandbox tool, or the what if tool, I named it. So this is where you can experiment with different numbers and see how well your business is going to do with these imaginary numbers. So if you have a monthly expense of, imagine you have a monthly expense of 50,000, but you want to know how it would look like if you had more monthly expenses, but your revenue still stayed at 75,000 or something like that. So you could upgrade this to 55,000 expenses, and you could see the graph would change, and your revenue to expenses would also change, and your health score, it would technically go up, because these are not pretty bad numbers for a business. So, but you can still experiment with whatever it is that you're wondering about. The next tool I implemented was the action plan. So I also asked AI in the background engine in this website to create directions for what the business owner needs to do to increase their profits, or increase their and expand their company. So these are business suggestions that the AI gives you, and you can mark it as complete. I actually got this idea from my studying website. So where I used to look at study, the SAT, right? Okay, so the SAT, you can just there's like a weekly. I mean, you can do daily practice questions, and you can mark it as complete. So I took inspiration from that and created the same thing over here, where these are like quarterly plans for you can do each quarter, and you can mark them as complete, and it would fill up this bar over here, and you would complete it. It also has a little checklist over here to see how many tasks you have, and what you completed, what's in progress, and what's overdue. And this is all the things that are in risk of in your business. So according to these numbers right here, the AI also calculates what your most needs, or what your attention is most on. So if a business owner needs the most attention on relying on one supplier, the AI will calculate that and give it to you with high attention right here. And if running out of cash is not a problem at all, AI will tell you that it is pretty safe and you don't need to worry much about it. So it will tell you how much you need to, what you need to worry about the most, and what your most important priorities are. And these are the settings of the business names, how often you refresh your numbers, your email to send out notifications, and how long to keep your data. So you can change this to according to your needs. And I also have account settings. So display, email address, role, you can change it to anything. And you have password change, preference, two factor authentication. So that would be great because this is a financial website, right? So hackers could be anywhere. And you can also use 2FA to help you with security, and you can log out of this anytime you feel like you want to get out, basically. Okay, and you can also change in the main dashboard. You can also change the colors according to your eyes. So if your eyes are more adjusted to seeing dark vision or like darkness, you can change it to dark. And or you light if you're like lightness, you can just change it to light. Okay, and that's my presentation so far. And thank you.
Yeah. Well done, and you have done a great job. And I can see that every features and every details are working perfectly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you can stop sharing the screen. Let's talk one on one.
Okay.